Brest region is located in the southwest of Belarus, in the basins of the West Bug, the Neman and the Dnieper. It's a very heroic and ancient, welcoming and original land which is deservedly called the treasury of the country's tourism. The region has borders with Poland in the west and with Ukraine in the south. Brest region is about 33,000 square kilometers and is a home to 1.5 million of people. Brest is an industrial, transport and cultural center of the region. The dynamically developing city is located at the crossroads of two powerful economic units, the European Union and the Eurasian Economic Union. Brest region is also known by famous countrymen whose names are well known all over the world. Glorious hero Tadeusz Kościuszka, a distinguished poet Adam Mickiewicz, the famous painter, musician and composer Napoleon Orda, the Israeli Prime Minister and Nobel laureate Menachem Begin, the Olympic champion Yulia Nesterenko. Brest region has a very rich history and amazing nature. More than 2,000 cultural and architectural monuments are located here. Brest region's business cards, Memorial Brest Fortress Hero and National Park Belovezha Forest are well known over the world. The legendary Brest Fortress is an example of fortification art of the 19th century. It became a symbol of national patriotism, a model of steadfastness and courage of the Soviet people during the Second World War. The real treasure of Brest Fortress is a unique museum of medieval East Slavic city Beresty. Another pearl of the Brest region is a very unique natural complex, Belovezha Forest. It was included in a UNESCO World Heritage List as the largest ancient forest in Europe, protected during more than 6 centuries. Belovezha Forest has 2,000 young trees, many of which appeared before Columbus discovered America. It's also the world's largest population of Europe's largest mammal, the bison. The Belovezha Forest is one of the most popular hunting grounds in Europe. The main types of trophy game are wild boar, elk, red deer, roe deer, bison. Brest region is a true fishing lake district with about 83,000 hectares of water surface. It's watered with about 500 ponds and more than 4,000 large and small rivers, having pikes, carps, crucian carps, perches, catfish. Brest region is called the Western Gate of Belarus. The favorable geographical position resulted in the powerful development of transport infrastructure. There is the region's largest car transit corridor, M1-E30 highway, which connects Western Europe with Russia. Buses from Brest region overcome a distance equal to the 1,100 Earth equators yearly. Water corridor Baltic Sea-Black Sea connects the Baltic states with Ukraine and Southern Europe. Brest railway junction is one of the largest in Central Europe and fully ensures the transit of CIS countries with Western Europe. Regional airport city has an international status and is able to transit all types of aircrafts. There are 5 transport and logistics centers. Brest region has natural resources. There is a major granite deposit in its interior used for the production of crushed stone. Also, there are unique clays and the country's largest chalk deposit, Khatislavskaya. Brest region is an agricultural center and traditionally holds a leading position in agriculture. Agricultural Brest region specializes in the dairy industry. The key index of the number of cattle per 1,000 population in Brest region is the second in the world. The region produces 1/5 of the national volume of meat, milk and potatoes. It fully serves the domestic market and has a strong export potential. The production of sugar beet, flax, vegetables and potatoes is highly developed in the region. For several years, Brest region produces more than 1 million tons of grain annually. Due to the high level of agriculture, the region completely serves processing enterprises by its own raw materials. A recognized leader in the production of dairy products in the country is Savushkin product. It has 45.5%, almost half of the market. Capacities of the enterprise allow to process about 1,800 tons of milk per day. Savushkin produces more than 200 kinds of natural dairy and juice products to the local market and abroad, including the United Arab Emirates, Singapore, the European Union countries. The company Santa Bremer is another world leader in the processing of caviar and the country's largest producer of fish and seafood. More than 500 kinds of food products sold in 29 countries: the Baltic states, Germany, Australia, Netherlands, Canada, the United States, and others. Holding Brest Gazoapparat is the only one national manufacturer of gas stoves. 80% of the production are sent abroad. Production of Gefest is well known in the world. The light industry, food industry, wood processing, building materials, metal processing and production of batteries have a very good potential to grow rapidly. Brest region is a region with high potential of intellectual development. Every fifth resident of the area is a student. Many foreign students study with Belarusian young people in 4 high schools in Brest region. High level of medical services are based on highly qualified personnel and modern equipment. Trained medical staff in Brest were pioneers among regions in Belarus. Using high-tech modern diagnosis and medical equipment, they mastered the transplants of donor organs and carried out complex operations along with the medicine of advanced countries. Brest region is a region promoting sports. Sport infrastructure have objects meeting international standards. They are the main basis to train national teams. It also becomes a venue for sports events at the highest level. The Brest region is a traditional host for international and national festivals. Among the famous cultural brands are a festival of classic music, January Music Nights, and the theater festival White Tower. Our region is steadily emerging as a promising and reliable trading partner. The region carries out export-import operations with 119 countries in the world. The main foreign trade partners are Russia, Poland, Germany, Ukraine, China, Kazakhstan, Norway. The basis of the investment potential in the region is so-called Free Economic Zone Brest, which has become one of the most attractive investment areas in Belarus due to a special legal regime, fiscal, administrative and customs privileges. Free Economic Zone has the territory of about 8,000 hectares. It serves residents with advanced engineering and transport infrastructure, meeting high business demands. New enterprises with high technologies in pharmaceutics, automotive, electronics, machinery and other industries are the highest priority of the Free Economic Zone Brest. President of Belarus Alexander Lukashenko highly praised the economic and social development of the region during his visit. The president paid attention to the need of effectively using the favorable geographical position, industrial and investment potential of the Brest region. Brest region is a modern look into the future area of Belarus, which is dynamically developing and integrating internationally. The friendly and hospitable land of Brest welcome guests. True friends and reliable partners are valued here. Brest region is open to new ideas and ready for fruitful cooperation.